free my bro and all that. You see the shirt and all that. Yeah, we doing this for you, bro. We love you.
Yes, you can.
Let the people know, for those who don't know and those who don't see this, who might not be from here, what's going on right now.
Well, what's going on is I feel like they kidnapped my son and kept him in Vegas. My son tried to turn himself in California. And they were saying that he had 2 fugitive holds and they would not come and get him in California due to the fact that it's the coronavirus, virus 19, whatever they want to call it.
The COVID.
COVID-19, whatever. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying I asked LA to pick him up so he could get these 2 cases, which is 2 years and some months old, to come and get him. And they saying they can't. Why you can't? He's bailed out in Vegas. So if he bailed out in Vegas, what's the holdup? Why are you keeping my son? That's like you keeping him hostage. I thought it was after 30 days, you don't come and get me, you have to let me go. But I'm seeing that it's some sneaky stuff going on behind this. So I know that the judge here in Torrance might not really be knowing what's going on. I know the DA and the police they together on everything. So I need the judge to come out, or I need somebody to give these paperwork to the judge so he can hear, so they could give him a court date to come to California.
Let me ask you, why do you think the police and the DA are working together to withhold information from the judge?
Because basically, as I've been watching and I've been doing my little homework, I can't really speak on that, but I can let you know so far I got enough evidence that I truly know that the DA and the police is together. And every time my son came to Torrance Court, the DA always tried to up his bail. He upped his bail twice. And, him and the police officer was at the elevator. They laughing and talking and everything. So I know it's his job to do what he have to do as a DA, but at the same time, every time you came back from talking to the officer, you got aggressive more and more. And I feel like you had something. This became it became more of his own. Instead of him doing his work, he made it to be a personal thing with my son. And every time my son go to courtrooms, he have 2 courtrooms in Torrance. He's a DA for both of them. But before he comes back, I'm gonna have him removed. He will not be the DA. I promise you that. So I'm not even worrying about that. What the evidence that I have is fine. So I'm just gonna get rid of this.
Can you tell us how just him being incarcerated has been affecting y'all?
Well, it affected me a lot because they put out fake paperwork and they put a green light to kill him. And I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, he never signed no statements or anything. And every time my son asked for his information, he been asking for all his paperwork for 2.5 years. They told him he couldn't get it because he's in Vegas, which is understandable, but you won't even let him come to LA. And just imagine him coming to the county jail and you guys then wrote up all this paperwork, then wrote up all these paperwork, and you wrote false accusations against my son. Then I just feel like, y'all can get him killed. And if something happened to my son, Torrance will be at fault, and police department will be at fault.
Is there anything else you just want the people to know to be able to garner support for him?
Yeah, first of all, I want you.
Those are some serious.
Even black, Hispanics, white, whatever color you are. I just want you guys to know before you put somebody's name, you smut somebody's name, because it's easy for me to give you a paper and you just start spreading it around and then you start saying false accusations against people. When you know that the police, that's like God got the whole world in his hand, but then the police got the whole system in their hand, so they do what they want to do. And my son got into it with the Long Beach police, and when at Torrance Court, and my son said he had something for him, not saying it in a bad way, like, you can't talk to me no more. That's how my son meant. You can't say nothing to me. You always stopping me. You always putting me on the curb, talking about, oh, I'm a rapper. He just stopped me with him many a times, and so I'm just showing you off. But at the same time, he was telling my son things, but I won't speak on it until the end. And I'm just saying, my son said he never talked to him again. That's what he meant. And then he told my son, I have something for you. 3 days later, fake paperwork came out. So at this time, I'm not saying that Y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. And stop just going by what he say, she say, and paperwork sometime. If your name ain't a written signature on that, if you ain't went to trial, then y'all be more careful to put out some paperwork. Because if ain't nobody got on the stand and said your name and pointed you out, anybody can write anything, and that's just real talk.
Can I just ask this, because I like I was telling you, I'm kind of new to the area, but I've been seeing these same accusations since say Cheese 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean?
It's gonna continue to go on unless somebody stop it. Now it's time for people to get private investigators on cops. It's time for people to get investigators on judges, DAs, and everything, because at this point now, your life matters. And for somebody to put fake paperwork out on you and smother your name like that, because they doing it to more rappers than anybody. You know, lately I was just looking at how they was trying to salvage everybody's name. I'm not gonna just put somebody's name out there, but everybody know. You know what I'm saying? And then look how they just watch the system, you guys, and watch people. I just want you guys all to know that I love mine. I can't say for everybody and who don't love their kids or who that. I'm a real mom at the end of the day. I got 8 kids, 25 grandkids. I stand tall for all of them. Until God called me home, I'ma fight for mine. I don't know about everybody else.
Has he been receiving any support from, the rappers that he was associated with, like Snoop, so on and so forth?
Well, I just said this again on one of my little statements. As Snoop told Greg, Jooba to stop hanging with people because Snoop was put in a bag like that once before. Right. So he was giving him the game, and it take young. Jooba started off rapping at the age of 18. Right. So he had to learn, and this is a lesson that he had to learn. You know what I'm saying? And he can't cry about it. He can't whine about it. What he can do about it is learn from his mistake. Now he knows. I've been telling him over and over again that you don't have no friends. Now he sees it. You know what I'm saying?
His friends hasn't been in his corner?
He don't have none. He associates a couple of them. Right. But friends, I'm his friend.
All right.
I'm everything. That's all he need. He ain't got no daddy, he got mama. I'm right here. And I'm standing for my baby.
I appreciate people like you, mothers like you, who stand on the front line for their children. Like that just speaks a lot. Coming from me, that just speaks a lot to your character. Because we don't. I'm not gonna say we don't see all mothers doing what you're doing, because we see mothers, going back for their kids, but not on the front lines like this. Not in front of the courthouse organizing protests. Not having all these people out here, to support your son.
Free Jooba.
Well, this is the beginning. If they don't do nothing by today, Monday I'll be back.
Yes, ma'am.
And Monday I'll be back with more. Just my family alone. It's a lot going on. They had a lot of things to do today. And, on Sunday I'll sit with everybody and I'll talk to them. And, like I said, at the end of the day, you'll find out who got your back and who don't. You know what I'm saying? And I don't look for nobody to have my back but God.
Okay, 2 last questions and then I'll let you go. Who were the judges and why do you want to speak to them?
Judge Thomas is because I feel like that's one of the judges. The other judge I never met. But Judge Thomas, the reason why I want to speak to him, I need him to get some paperwork for me because I have paid 3 lawyers $5,000, $5,000, $5,000 to come and give the judge paperwork. They never did. And so I just feel like once they got down here, I just think judges, lawyer, polices, some of them is all in cahoon. They all sit, eat a couple of donuts, and what I'm saying? They all split the money and all that and laugh about it, but it's people's lives involved, you know what I'm saying? And I just need this judge to know, since my son can't be here to present himself and to take up for himself, I'm right here as a mother to present everything that I need to present. And it's not his fault that he can't do their job. That's what the police get paid for. Ain't no snitching in him, period. Right.
And lastly, what can people do to help support?
they can come out here, get a free t-shirt. I'm giving out free t-shirts, and just be here to support him if you feel like, you know, you want to, and if you his fans, you know what I'm saying, because he don't come out with a bang with the music, you know what I'm saying. I know that everybody got their own life, and it's COVID-19, and a lot of people can't come to us because of their family, loved ones, mothers might be sick or something like that. I do understand that, but inbox something, say, you know, you send your support, and so when he get out, he can see it on his, you know, on his live or whatever, and showing that y'all really supported him.
Right.
Jooba on the phone? Oh, maybe let him say something.
Speak to the representative of the court.
Hello? We want to speak to the representative of the courts. That's what he's saying, but I want to speak to Judge Thomas.
Bring Thomas out.
Thomas or the representative.
Okay, well, just tell him we out here. We tell him. I just wait for him to call. We gonna probably have to come back on Monday with more people. But we'll be out here.
Somebody walk in here and say hi.
He said what?
We're protesting and we
Okay, thank you. All right, bye-bye.
the representative of the courthouse, right?
And so, you know, and then it's many days that I don't sleep because you know why? When your kids are in jail, I come from the streets. Anybody know me? I'm from the street. I'm from LA. I moved in Long Beach about when Jooba was in my stomach, you know. So 23 years ago, I moved to Long Beach, but I'm original from LA. I lived on 94th between Hoover and Figueroa. That's where I come from. I mean, but everybody know me. Every hood know me. Somebody, at least 10 or more, know me, who I am. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you know, I'm a known person, and I'm a solid female. You know what I'm saying? And Boothie ain't raised no snitches. Period. So with that saying, they should know. Anybody know us in Long Beach? Me and my kids, we stick together. Anybody know us in LA? We stick together. We in LA. You know what I'm saying? Nobody bother me or nothing. Nobody bother my kids, you know what I'm saying? I got much love everywhere I go because I show the love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I can go in anybody's hood and, you know, and get the love, you know what I'm saying? I know Ubers, I know Sixes, I know East Coast, I know every hood and somebody out that hood. I'm talking about G's, I'm not talking about no babies. Right. But the kids know me too, because why? My kids. But I'm talking about G's know me, you know what I'm saying? And I know, oh, and another thing I want to say. For all the real, you know, OGs that came to me and was like, you know, your son needs to show us paperwork because, you know, we real gang banging out here, and by us real gang banging out here, you know what I'm saying? And two, we get paperwork, we can't really be supporting them. I understand that too. But real, come on now. Paperwork, I'm learning. I done got 5 people paperwork sent in my DM within 1 week. None of it looks like my son paperwork. That's foul. And you know, they have enough time to do what they want to do in the system now. We don't know what police is getting stuff together for my son to fall, you know what I'm saying? But I know police has got something to do with this, totally. And I feel, it's not about I don't know, I do know. Long Beach Police, they got a lot to do with this. Not all police, but it's one police that's, I don't understand them, you know. God gonna get him. God gets everybody. He got his day coming. And I'm not saying in no tragedy way, because God is the one that's gonna get him. And he's gonna expose everything that's going on with that one cop. And he know who he is. I don't even want to say his name. But when God exposes him, then everybody gonna be wanting to say, oh, I'm sorry. It's too late. But I love everybody, you know what I'm saying? For y'all that's gonna say something, if you gonna be negative, you know, that's what we need. We need haters. So, you know, keep hating. If we don't have no haters, then we ain't nobody.
Right,
so.
right.